Hi everybody, Brittany here. I have another review. This is one of the books that I did in my little hiatus that I never got to do a review on. There are 3 books that I'm going to go through and do individual reviews out of the 8 that were read during that interim. This is the first one that we're going to catch up on. Sea Change by Gina Chung. This book, I will admit, was a little bit of a sleeper cell. I didn't know exactly what it was going to be about. I did not know if I was going to enjoy it. I also, at one point early on in the book, got a little turned off by it and was thinking that this book was going to be too chaotic and all over the place and a little confusing. Not to do any spoilers or anything, but within the early parts of this book, you're meeting a girl. She works in an aquarium and she takes care of this giant Pacific octopus. I forget what the octopus's name was. Again, it was one of the ones I read a couple books ago, but she works at this aquarium that is inside a mall in New Jersey, taking care of this octopus. So that in and of itself, a very unique job, very unique individual. Then she throws out the fact that her father went missing at sea in some sort of expedition. Okay, that's a little bit of a plot twist. And then her boyfriend just broke up with her because he's going to Mars. Another like weird plot twist. I was like, this book is going to be so all over the place and so chaotic. I'm just not sure how I'm going to feel about it. But I stuck with it and I actually really enjoyed this book. It was a little concerning to me also because I just read another book recently, or I guess it was last year, called Beautiful Creatures. It's also about a woman who works in an aquarium. She's a cleaning lady and has a very close bond or relationship with the octopus at that aquarium. So I was like, these might be a little too similar. These might be a little bit too kind of close to home, I guess, or just too much of the same thing done twice over, but they're actually extremely different. Sea Change, or not Sea Change, Beautiful Creatures has a little bit of a true crime element to it, or mystery element to it, where the octopus kind of knows the son who went missing of the woman who works at the aquarium. That one is also more interesting in a way that it has portions of the book are written from the octopus point of view. So that was kind of interesting. I did love that book. But getting back to Sea Change, I did enjoy it. It was very good. The character herself is one of those people or characters that where the whole time you're reading it, you just kind of want to bang your head against a wall because they can't help but do the worst possible options. They're self-destructive. They make the bad choices that everyone is saying, why would you do that? And they do it again and again and again. The main character, her life is a mess. She doesn't really have direction to head in life, and so that's kind of one of the big things is she's working at this aquarium. It was where her father worked, and she doesn't necessarily have a deep passion for what she's doing, but it's very comfortable for her, and she's been doing it for so long, so she just kind of stays there. Her boyfriend just broke up with her. Her apartment is a mess. Her finances are a mess. She's just kind of a chaotic, messy person, but I did enjoy it. I also liked the little tie-in where she went to Rutgers. That's where I went, so I thought that was kind of fun. A little nod to something a little bit familiar to me. It was a good book. It was interesting, and it's not as chaotic as it sounds with the whole boyfriend on Mars, dad goes missing, such and such. It's a very good book, and there is a lot of character growth and development. She gets her act together. She figures out what she wants to do with her life kind of towards the end of the book. She has all of these complicated relationships with her mother and her best friend and things like that. So very good book. Again, Sea Change by Gina Chung. I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're somebody a little bit younger or even my age. I would say kind of the 35 to 25 millennial who feels like they don't know what they're doing in life and they have no sense of direction and they don't know what they're supposed to be doing. You can probably relate to this book. Anyway, it was very, very good. The next one that I'm going to be reviewing is probably going to be, let me see, I have 2 left from this catch-up that we're doing. Probably next I'll do Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. This one was incredibly good. If you are into thrillers, if you are into just messed up books, you would enjoy this. The closest thing I can compare it to is The Final Girls, which was a book that I read a couple years back. It is just as chaotic as that one and kind of gory and gross, kind of 80s slasher. Final Girls really leans into 80s slasher film. This one not so much, but definitely has a lot of chaotic notes in it. If you have read either of these, either Pretty Girls or Sea Change, let me know your thoughts and feelings, if I'm crazy, or if you also enjoyed it, or if you didn't enjoy it at all. Let me know. Okay, I'll see you guys later.